Hey, welcome to another episode of Palmtrees in Progress presents on NBC, KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Erick Osario, and joined with us as always is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley, Big Dog Tavares. Get that lampshade off your head. Yo, how's it going, man? Nice to see you, bro. Nice to see you. How you doing? Man. I do miss the old condo. I'm sorry you guys lost it. Sorry you lost the condo, but the views somehow is better now.
Now I just got a white wall.
Yeah. How was your weekend, man? What did you get into? I missed you and I miss you. Are you still in Colorado?
I'm still in Colorado, but I definitely am just getting. I'm still riding that wave, dude. What a great weekend to sweep the Dodgers.
Oh my gosh, dude! And we smashed the Las Vegas A's. I'm still getting used to saying the Las Vegas A's, but that was a pretty good dub too. Did we play today?
We do play today. We should be playing right now.
Yeah, well, you know what, listeners, go ahead and just turn this off and go watch the Angels game. Just kidding. As always, we got a great show planned for all the listeners. We'll be chopping it up, going over some news articles that we skimmed and pretend to read, as well as watch a couple of recent viral videos. Also, Andrew, surprise, dude. I got something I'm ready to a new segment, cold off of Reddit, bro. There's another thing that I found. It was Today I Fudged Up, a popular thing that's TIFU. So a lot of people just kind of tell about bad days, and you know nothing makes me feel better about myself than hearing about someone else's bad day.
So wait, did you grow up with Reddit? You're always on there.
No. I'm younger than you. I'm older than you. What do you mean? Did I grow up with? What I grew up with was AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms and probably grown men asking me how old I was. Like ASL. I think I've mentioned ASL on the show before. Do you know what that is, Andrew?
No, don't.
Okay, so ASL used to be a thing you would put in your. People would be like ASL ? Age, sex, location. And that's what was in a lot of times. I would just play cool little video games online, and I would get that. I'm like, oh, I'm just 13, Riverside, California.
And you're a male.
and then I also said, don't worry about it, bro. About that last part. Oh, what was that?
No, I just laughed at that. I never knew that.
Yeah, well,
know, man, you know.
Yeah.
You the young kid hip stuff all the time, so I appreciate you keeping me young.
It's showing that you didn't grow up with dial-up internet, so that's all I'm gonna say right now. But
I did. Did I use it? No, I watched Christian use it.
But before we get into all of that, we will be introducing our guests. We have some authors here and a publisher from Daxson Publishing. We have Erick Osario and Jazz. I practiced it like 7 times in the mirror just before this. UV, you got us?
Wait, do I have what?
How do we say Jess's last name?
Bro, I can't hear you in my headphones.
You can't hear me in the cans?
Nah, B. I can't hear you up here. I mean, I can hear you because you're loud, but I can't hear you right here.
Why does he sound like my daughter says that all the time?
I hear you because you're loud, money, but I can't hear you in here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fix that in 1 second.
Nah, bro, just keep yelling.
Okay.
I told you, bro. We're gonna start talking stuff. Let's go.
It's a fun energy in the studio already.
Always.
And you know the best part is I didn't know I was yelling, you guys.
I don't even hear myself. Can y'all hear me? I can hear you. Word? How interesting.
Oh, you know what? Cool. I think the fader on his maybe check that fader right there, brother.
I'm in here deaf, B.
This guy is a recording artist, our special guest host, and also I want to say shout out to Theo Luis. We miss you, bro. And there we go. he got it. And so you know he's unable to make it today. Our senior correspondent. So just want to say love you, and we got you with you. But I want to say thanks for our guest host.
Yo, what's going on,
UV Ulysses, a good homie.
What's going on, B?
What's up,
dude? Man.
What's happening? I ain't seen you in a minute, yo. Talk to me.
I know. It's been
Look
a
at that
while.
smile,
Good
bro.
to
You
see
can brush your teeth with Colgate, huh?
Voice, man.
You got that Colgate smile, money. What's up? How you feeling?
He lost the condo, but he's got money for Colgate now.
That's what's up, though. Still got the C's rolling.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
And Ulysses want to say thanks for taking the time and being a part of the show and a guest host. But before that, Erick Osario, Daxson Publishing, and also Jess You want to help me out with that one?
Saravia.
Saravia.
Saravia. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nope. Practice. Saravia.
I'm gonna jump off the mic, guys,
Yep.
and I'm gonna go back in the restroom. Practice
Write it on the mirror, bro.
7 more times.
Saravia.
I'm so sorry.
7 is a lucky number. Good
Let's
job.
get it. See?
There you go.
Bingo. There you go. You're on the right path already.
I'm gonna do it 13 times, actually. Well, I want to say thank you, ladies, for being taking the time and being part of the show. I can't wait to talk about you guys' works, and you guys have a couple events coming up.
Yes.
So we'll be definitely getting into that. Before we do that, though, how about you guys introduce yourselves and maybe talk about where they could find your guys' social medias and recent books?
Hi, I'm Erica Castro. You can find me at Daxon Publishing and also Erica Lopez 74 on IG. I'm an author publisher, and I was also published in the recent anthology Somos Chicanas. So I also have other, poetry in other places. So yes.
Let's go.
But most importantly, I do publish student work. I work at Shore High School, and this year I published an anthology and 7 individual student books.
Ooh, awesome. And you know what? For some of the listeners and fans of the show, Peter Lechuga, a homie of the show, he was published through Daxon, right? So
Yes.
I know he recommended you a bunch through. He's been on the show a couple times, and we reached out before. There's a long-going joke between the hosts on the show. Apparently, I hate women.
Not today.
Yeah. And, I don't know where this.
Real hard. He's been trying really hard.
I don't
lately.
know where this narrative came from. I don't know. I'm a dad daughter. I was raised by nothing but women. But this narrative between my co-host and my other co-host has been, I hate women. I guess.
Oh no.
I think
What
they
a
refer to
difference
me.
it makes when we speak up. Look at that.
Well, they do say being silent is like is approval, right?
Not at all, bro. Silence is power.
Oh no, but when you see injustice happening in silence, being silent about it is.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, you
it
gotta
is-
say something.
Yes, exactly. So being silent when you see something wrong or injustice is a form of approval.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So Andrew, thank you for finally standing up and making me not an incel.
There we go. We had to change something up with the show.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I wore my Misfits dye my darling shirt when we brought women on. So
Golly.
me and Erica were nerding out a little bit before the show. We were talking about Misfits. She complimented my shirt, which I was like, oh, thanks. She mentioned how I think we were at the same show. It
Yeah.
sounded like.
Bank of America.
Yes, and that was like the only time I've ever been to LA for a show. And I was telling her I love sharing this story. One of my best friends, and I'm going to shout him out, Jacob Bates, Sick Mind Tattoos. Go ahead and give him a follow. I was telling Eric, I said, yeah, he was dating this girl at the time, and he bought these tickets for this expensive festival. There's a lot of punk bands that I've never seen, but I grew up listening to. Like the Distillers were there, and there's another ska band. But either way, Misfits were one of the headliners, and he bought it months in advance, and it was like a girl he was seeing at the time. Date comes about a week late before the show. He's like, hey man, me and that chick aren't dating anymore. Did you want to be my date? And I was like, bro, yes.
Easy yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I guess that chicken that I sacrificed and all those candles in my room, it paid off, and the relationship didn't work. So good for
Yo.
me. Sorry for Jacob.
Yo,
Yeah.
who are the Misfits, money?
Oh, they're a punk band. They've had a couple different singers in their lineup. When I saw them, it was Jerry Only, I believe, was singing.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes.
I never understood this, and maybe y'all can help me. Yo. What's punk?
Oh man.
Like when you think about it, like you never wanted to be called a punk,
You know what?
bro. Like man, you was a punk. Like you never wanted to be called a punk ever, but now it's like a whole band, right?
Yeah,
And everybody's like, yeah, we just rocking around. We just a whole bunch of punks. Like, talk to me, bro. Like, what's a punk?
You know what? What kind of music do you ladies listen to?
I used to call myself a punkademic.
Okay, I like that.
Punk academic.
Punk
Yes.
academics.
Yeah, when I was undergrad, we had a huge surgence of punk academics who were that's all that they did.
Now, was it mainly like just the dress and the music?
It was because we had, as organizers, we would have punk shows down the street from the university.
Okay.
And we would just have whoever wanted to come to the house. We'd have a night of poetry, open mic, and then we just have a punk show in the backyard.
Definitely
Now, what's
wish
the
I
punk
was
attire?
invited.
Is that like the jeans with the holes in
It
the
can
knees?
be. Honestly, it's whatever you feel comfortable
Yes.
in, honestly.
Fauzo.
People came in dressed like our host over there,
Yeah,
or you know, Miss
And everything.
you know,
Walked in waving
or
just
whatever.
like that.
Yeah, you come in a
Where's the
dress,
pit at, ladies?
whatever. It's all good. We've had we
Exactly.
had professors go to the backyard shows
Oh,
too, and they
cool.
were
Let's
all
go.
professional, quote unquote,
Yeah,
attire
yeah.
in the
Thank you.
pit. So it's
Thank you. I
fun.
told you, I'm very inquisitive. If
It's
I don't
really
know
fun.
something, I'm going to ask.
Yeah, it's a
dude,
good
what is
time.
that? Okay,
like
cool. Punk, bro.
Yeah,
it's good.
punk's definitely an ideology and state
Yeah.
of mind. I think it's about being accepting about. I feel what I grew up on. I was lucky enough to.
About your eccentricness.
Yes.
Yes.
And went giggle, giggle, giggle. Yes.
I was lucky enough to grow up going to a very monumental venue, Showcase Theater in Corona.
Mm-hmm.
There's documentaries about it, about No Doubt from Spanky's. No Doubt used to play there because Spanky's was the owner and stuff. So, but I grew up being it was the most accepting place, man.
Got you.
Because they didn't care how you were dressed. Sometimes I used to go to certain backyard shows and my mom would buy me 501s because she, you know what I mean? She liked those pants. And I would be, sometimes I'd be like, dude, why you dress so nice? I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, they're comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
501s are comfortable. What do you mean?
When
bro?
you got to run to
I
the
rock those
restroom
right now.
Yeah, when you got to run to the restroom, button flies isn't the most convenient thing.
Exactly.
But
If there is a bathroom.
Man,
If there is a bathroom.
I mean, the corner of the backyard.
exactly.
But it's I'm sorry, they're on sale at Ross, bro.
Yeah, run them.
But yeah, there's a lot of. I remember there being a lot of politicking about they're dressed, how they dress and stuff like that. But the older you get, it seems like it really doesn't matter. Just more ideology. If you're accepting about everybody, and you kind of don't really like being told what to do from city government, big government, or whatever. It's as long as I think you're not harming anybody or really yourself, hey.
Yeah.
Go at it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, go
Very
punk
that.
out.
Hey.
Yes, punk out.
Punky Brewster and all of that. Yeah. Go get it.
Who have you been talking to? Who told you that's what they called me?
Let's get it. Silly, bro.
Oh man, good times. You guys are
Always.
tuning to Palmtrees and Progress Presents. We're here with Erica Castro and Jess
Saravia.
Saravida. I think that was the closest I'm gonna get, and I'm
Nope,
so
you
sorry.
gonna get it right.
I will.
Yes,
I
you will.
will.
Come on, bro. I believe in you.
UV believes in me.
Come on now.
And Andrew hasn't said one nice thing.
That's not my
Because you
role.
was talking about his condos and his cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been complimenting nonstop. I think he called me bloated. I think that was the one thing he's like, my boy's looking a little bloated today, dude.
Dang.
Oh, sorry, man. I've been having a lot of Slim Jims. I've just been living off Slim Jims for the past week. Probably shouldn't do that, but
Probably
anyways.
shouldn't.
Oh, okay. So, you guys have some events coming up. I did see on the Instagram a book signing, something like that. Do you want to let
Yes,
some of the
we
listeners
have,
know?
Actually, Friday at Los Libros, we have a book release. Jess is going to perform there. Jeffrey Martin's 13th book. And we're publishing his book. That's coming out. Then we're on June 14th at Los Libros as well. We're going to have Loteria by Esteban Miranda. June 22nd, we have Eli Lupe at Plantitas in Long Beach. And then on July 12th at Los Libros, we're going to have Jess Saravia's book coming out. And then we have other events coming out in August. But yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So
Nice,
make sure to
let's
follow
go.
them on the social medias. Make sure to type in Dax Son, DAXSON Publishing on Instagram.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and give them a Google, and you'll be able to keep up with what they're doing and all of the awesome events.
Yeah.
And so make sure you grab a book. UV, you got a book or two, right?
No. I mean, I have some things, but it's not on me yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jess got to go. Right, that was only Erica first. Jess got to go. We started rambling, doing our thing. You know? saying it's Jess' turn. She got to let them know where they can find her.
Just let them know.
Sure. Piali Kwali Tiotlak. National Natoka Jessica Saravia. Say hi to you in the ancient language of Nahuatl.
I was about to say, it got all like real majestic
My
in
mother's
here right
region of El Salvador, Cuscatlan, Cojutepeque. Shout out.
That sounded so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was
To learn.
grandiose, yo.
I had to give it some DJ
learning.
air horns.
Yeah, that little mouth fell all
The
the way
ancestors
open.
real happy with
That
the
was
DJ
so
air
cool.
horn.
They knew it went in. They're like, they're just catching up.
They did. You can find me. I have all of my features on my literature page. You can go to Zapot, lit. I'll spell it out. TZAPOTL, LIT. That's where you're going to see all my features and updates and writer progress and how I get into the groove of being a writer and living that life. So it's going to be really exciting. I got something on Thursday with another round of amazing authors at the Goddess Mercado Bazaar. I got a couple things next week. I can't remember. I got a huge lineup coming up. So make sure to follow me so you can see all the updates and
Yeah, I'm
see
going to
all
have
the
to
new
have you
stuff.
type that in for me.
Okay. Yes, I'll do it
Yeah.
again. It's
No, my phone's still not out.
Hey.
Give me a second.
Yes.
I got the TZ.
I'll give everybody a second. TZ.
No, you're right. Yeah, see? Let's go. We
AP.
playing no games. Here we go. TZAP.
OTL.
OTL.
LIT, like literature.
Bingo, found you already.
And for people who might be asking, how do you pronounce that? That sapot
Stop
comes
it.
from the word sapote, which is a fruit. In El
Sapote.
Salvador, it's a nickname my grandmother gave me, and it's a Nahuatl, ancient language way of saying sapote.
Sapote.
So that's where that comes
What
from.
kind of fruit is it? It's a sweet fruit.
It's a
'Cause you're
real
sweet.
good. Yo, thank
You're
you.
sweet.
Oh my
Sapote.
goodness. Yeah, I mean
Oh,
it's
cool.
it's a good
Sarabia.
one. We got lots of fruits down there, so yeah, feel free to follow me, and I got
love
lots
learning.
of updates.
Thanks for
Yes.
inviting me, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna learn a lot today.
Sarabia. Let's go.
We're both
Yes.
educators as well.
We
Yeah,
are.
I actually already rock with the Daxon and Publishing. I pulled y'all up and I was like, hey, so we already in there. So now we in there too. Let's go.
Oh, you guys are both educators?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. What do you guys?
They've been up here educating the whole time.
You're right. You know, I that was.
Been knowledge the
We got the
whole
Slim
time.
Jim brain going on.
I need to have some more fruit in my
Bro,
life,
you
dude.
Just
bro,
like
you
my
need that
students.
You need that kind of fruit,
You
bro.
do you need that sapote.
Just Slim Jims and
Yeah.
Takis.
That's not it,
That's
bro.
my students' diet
Fries
too.
and all
Yeah.
that. No, bro.
Hot Cheeto fries.
Hot fries and Mike and Ice. Get out of here, bro.
You know what? UV got in here a little early before the show, and he saw my red finger dyed tips, and he's like, "Hot Cheeto fries, bro."
Yep,
And I
all
was
day.
like, no.
All the time.
What the hell?
Like, bro. That's awesome. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So I teach at Shore High School in Montebello.
Oh,
I've
nice.
been there for 28 years.
Thank you for what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Molding the minds of the future.
And then
Trying. I'm on break right now
Yeah.
because as an educator, because I'm helping the Pride Center over at Pasadena City College.
okay, nice,
We're getting things going over there, but usually I teach English composition, I teach poetry, sometimes theater, and if a professor's out, a friend of mine is out, then whatever class they got going on. Most recently, I was a guest lecturer at Cal State LA to my sister, Dr. Jess Gutierrez Massini. Shout out to you.
Yep, shout out.
For her indigenous feminism, I taught all about curanderismo, which is queerness, and curanderismo, healing as a queer person and indigenous person. So it was really dope
Let's
to
go.
talk to
That's
some
awesome.
students about that.
Nice,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
great. It was really, really good.
Nice.
It was
Let's
great.
get it.
Yeah, I love,
Beautiful.
love teaching. Love organizing.
Nice.
Love being in community. It's what it's about.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful.
I do want to say too, if my teacher, when at any age went to a Misfits concert, I would be like, "This lady rules."
I do have some punk students. I love them.
Yeah, you know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah, I've caught them at a couple concerts.
Oh, that's so cool.
like, oh.
You know what? That's so. I saw the Voodoo Glow Skulls back when they would shut down some streets in Riverside, downtown Riverside, and they played there when I was in high school. And I saw a teacher. I think I went to La Sierra High School. Our teacher was married to the bass player from Voodoo
I
Glow
see.
Skulls or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I saw her there, and I was like, the rest of the 4 years. It must have been my freshman year. I was like, mad respect to her. Anyone's rude to her, I'm gonna give her a piece of her mind. I'm like, no, you don't be that way to her. And then also saw some kid, some jock dude that I went to school with too in the pit.
That's funny.
And I always was like, I told him, I was like, Cameron, what are you doing in the pit, bro? And I was like, I always thought you sucked, bro.
You never know. You never know somebody.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a good age to learn that lesson. I was like, I was like, dude, I thought you were a tool, just like some jock football kid and stuff like that. And I was like, you like ska?
Funny.
Yeah, like you're like pick it up.
Yeah.
And
you gave that dude no chance.
Yeah, no, you're right. 1,000%. Hey, Cameron, love you, bud. You know what? We're both fathers now, but in high school, smoked a lot of weed together. It was a good time. And we still graduated, so.
Nice.
Hey, that's
High
what counts.
functioning.
That's all that matters.
Nice.
Not promoting anything, Andrew.
What, graduating?
Right,
come on.
Education.
Got to be quick with it.
Yes.
We promoting
It's
graduating. We
graduation
got the
season.
educators. We graduating.
Sorry for the listeners. They didn't see Andrew just had a Whip It can or something. I thought I was like,
Oh,
what are you
man.
doing? I like to put false things on my co-hosts too.
All the time. All the time.
Man.
Oh, I guess I want to let you guys know about or should I tell them about the condo that you lost?
No, bro. What is the deal?
What is this condo thing?
No, Drew, tell us something good, man.
No.
Talk to
See,
us,
that's
bruh.
why I was like,
Hit me.
they think I'm just really roasting
Hit
my
me.
cousin about losing a property. No. Skype. Take your hats off for Skype. In the arms of the
Oh, snap,
angel.
he took his hat off, too.
Skype closed down recently or shut down. I believe it was May 2nd or so. And for the longest time, we used to because our co-host would always Skype in, and so he would have the background of a condo.
Got you. Oh my God, what's the deal? I got you.
Yeah, for about 2 years or so, right, Andrew? And it was just we were always like an ongoing joke. We are like, what? The weather's so gloomy all the time over here.
Right.
What are you in Seattle, bro?
Oh man.
That's great.
Yeah. So now that Skype's gone, my boy
I lost my
the condo.
background.
Yeah.
I just got my wall.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed the view was different. That's funny.
Some of the listeners are like, I'm pretty sure Eric lives at his mom's house. He's
Right,
attacking
like what
Andrew.
is that?
This seems like a weird thing to do on air. Oh, man. Andrew, do we take a photo of ourselves and then put it for your background wall? Just like maybe you and me doing something like this?
We could. Yeah, I think we should do
I
that.
like that. I
See,
like
there
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Uniqueness. That's that punk spirit.
Yeah.
There you go. You're not wrong.
Yeah, see, that's
You're
that
not
punk
wrong.
spirit
Innovative,
already.
making stuff up as you
Yeah,
go.
bro.
Very DIY. Punk is very DIY.
Very
too.
that,
Do
yeah.
it yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew, talk to us though, man. What you got coming?
Do nothing much. Honestly, yeah, I'm out in Colorado right now.
Did you propose yet?
It's graduation
Nah.
season.
Okay, graduation season.
Yeah, we're out here for my girlfriend's, her nephews are graduating. So, and it's just from 8th grade to high school, but they like to be out here for that. So we've been,
Nice.
we just went to one today, and then there's another one tomorrow. So just a lot of family plans. Honestly, nothing too much on the books. We both work from home, so we're always traveling to go see family. She's from the East Coast.
Nice.
And we're out in like the OC area in Fullerton. So we're always traveling back and forth. And then her mom and dad live in Colorado. So we're always in those 3 states, just traveling around. And then
Nice.
that's kind of how I do the show. I call in and but I definitely want to get back out there. I mean, all my Eric's out there, my family, my dad's side, they're all in Riverside.
Yeah, you got to come hang and bang, money.
Exactly.
He's,
Yeah,
our,
I
he's
know.
our globetrotter. He's our globetrotter.
Yeah, bro.
But dude, I always love coming out there, and then especially with the radio show and all the guests that we have, I love being able to actually be in studio and meet everybody, hang out with everybody, laugh, and it's just a different experience, as opposed to being on the computer. But yeah, Eric really does hold it down, and then we have our older cousin running the show as a co-host as well. So it's really great to have them all on, and yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. Not too much going on. I love doing the show with
Sounds
Eric.
like a lot. Money talking about we go from this state to this state to
I
this
know,
state.
I'm
And then
like,
he gonna say,
I'm tired.
Life going on. He just said we in 3 states, we bouncing around.
Right.
You know, nice.
Gee,
But I got you though, bro.
We're
not
gonna
a
be
lot.
in Jersey in about a month
See,
too
look,
for her
yeah, there you
grandpa's
go, yeah.
90th.
Wow.
The next thing you know, we're gonna be in, Scandinavia, just chilling.
That's the only thing, you know.
It's nothing.
I mean, she got family that stays there, so
Yeah, you
might
know.
as well. Why not?
Wow.
Why not, bro? She got
I'm
a
a
couple of
couch
cousins in
surfer.
Albania. Right, bro.
Oh man, but yeah, dude, it's fun to travel. I guess you could say I'm always on the go. I don't mind it. It's really fun for me, and
Like a
I guess I could
roadie,
say,
bro.
yeah, dude, I just enjoy it. I like switching up the scene and just
Brother, you
spending-
should as long as you can. You guys are young and you don't have any kids yet, so keep living that globetrotter life, bro. I love to see it. I lived through you. I don't know if you know this.
Vicariously.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's see what I asked my daughter. I'm like, let's see what Theo's at now.
Okay.
Let's see what state my boy's in right now.
True. I guess I forgot another state. So my girlfriend also has 4 other sisters, so there's 5 girls in total.
wow.
So we
Did they
kind of
just spread out the country? What's going on?
Yeah. So there's one in Jersey. There's
I'm
2
walking
in
here.
Arizona,
Yeah, I'm walking.
and then
One in Scandinavia.
1 in
Right.
Colorado,
Albania.
1 in Albania.
Right.
Yeah, and then we have another sister out here in Colorado, so that's her kids are the ones graduating. But yeah, I guess they're everywhere. So it's really fun to go and visit. And then my girlfriend's also a twin, so her twin lives in Arizona.
And
So
twins.
we do drive out to Arizona a lot too. So I did leave that out of it. But yeah, no, dude, it really is fun. They make life
cool.
exciting. I have my older brother and sister, but they all live in 5 minutes from me. I live with my mom and dad as well. Eric, so no shame. I live
I don't live
at
with my
home as
dad.
well.
I don't live with my dad, nerd.
Sorry.
I don't live with my dad, nerd. So aggressive.
Wow.
Right, so aggressive.
Well, congratulations to you. It takes a
Yeah.
village for people to graduate. Anyone who's graduating, listening, congratulations. It's not easy.
Yeah,
Wherever
yeah,
you're at,
shout
no
out
matter
to-
how long it took, congratulations. Happy that you're graduating.
Yeah, congratulate. You know what? Congratulations.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
it's
you got it.
graduation.
There we go.
And to all the teachers too. They're finishing up a school year as well, and it's a hard
man.
job. My mom works for a junior high, and I've grown up with all the teachers that she's been there for almost 30 years now, and I've got to know a lot of those teachers. Just I went to the junior high and just also knew them before and after, and it's a tough job. And I really I give so much support to every educator that's out there. They really do mean a lot. They make a difference, and you really do inspire kids. I've seen actually one of Antonia's sisters is a 2nd grade, 3rd grade teacher. And she makes such a difference in their lives as well. And you just see how much they love them. And I always remember my favorite teacher, and it just makes a huge difference. You always see them. So I appreciate you guys. Big shout out to everybody right now. It is graduation season, so the teachers made it through, the kids made it through.
Right.
It's a good time.
Hey, Andrew,
Nice,
what did you
yeah.
text me? You want me to play "Hot for Teacher" by Van Halen? What the heck?
We're off the clock.
maybe later, man. What the heck is this guy's deal? One thing. Do you guys know anything about psychology? Any
I wanted to be a neuropsychologist, and I said 12 years, never mind, and I did 12 years anyway. So
What you got?
Well, I always tell people I took Psych 101 at community college.
Okay.
Which between you, me, and the listeners, it's a lie.
Right. So now the whole world knows.
Yeah.
Got it.
Dang it. Oh, man.
you went there for two
Right.
days.
But I do want to ask everybody's opinion on this. And Andrew, I'm putting you on the spot. Love you, bud. He talked about his mom, and he's dating a lady that's a twin, right? Mm-hmm. His mom's a twin as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
So I don't know. I feel like there's something to unpack there.
Freud would have a lot to say, but I don't fuck with Freud, so I'll just leave it at that.
And you know what? I heard a funny theory that you know how we push that upon everybody with their infatuation of their mom or whatever.
Yeah.
I heard a funny theory that said maybe Floyd's mom was just hot. And he's pushing that upon everybody else.
Yikes.
Like in the psych world, it's like, well, maybe that's just you, bud.
Yeah, that's
He's trying to normalize it.
That sounds-
yeah,
that
you
sounds
know what I
weird.
mean? No, 1,000%.
Sounds
I mean,
weird
his
as
own
hell.
daughter said that he was full of it, so
That
I mean,
sounds weird.
she proved him wrong.
There you go. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, but I love. I'm like, I think he's just Don't project on me, buddy.
I know. It's like that sounds more like what
sounds
you're
very
into.
weird.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't put me in there.
Yeah, I don't tell all my friends, be like, hey, man, I think you're really into wiki feats. You know what I mean? I think you're really.
Yeah.
Oh, who wouldn't? I don't even want to know.
You sure?
No.
Nope.
Okay, that's bad. After the show, Google wiki feats.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Look, Drew, you know I'm not, bro. I'm not.
Yeah.
I knew it. He said
See?
no.
Bro, I'm
Good
not.
for you.
You know I'm not. I'm not.
Mental health advocate. That's mental health
Yeah,
advocacy
see
right
right
there. Don't even
I'm
bother.
not.
Man, he takes care of himself.
Boundaries.
But also other people at the same time.
Come on now.
What a freaking legend. What a
appreciate
freaking
you.
legend. And I get to call UV my friend?
I appreciate
Oh
it. I
my
get to call
gosh,
you
dude.
my friend.
Oh,
Oh, cute.
and I
Sweet.
have to call Andrew my cousin.
See? I don't get to call him my cousin, though.
Yes, there you go.
See?
Yes.
I call him fam all day, though. Yeah,
sir.
That's
you know
right.
it, yo.
Yes, sir.
You guys are tuned into Palm Trees and Progress Presents. We're having a good time. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on all streaming platforms. Palm Trees and Progress Presents. On all social media, Palm Trees and Progress. Check out our website, palmtreesandprogress.com, for all of our merchandise. We got some cool swim trunks in there. Hey, Andrew, I'm not going to do those jokes that you want me to do about...
I'm not going to do those jokes.
Whoa,
bro.
now I want to hear him.
Make sure
Eric really wants
Family
to say it. I know he
friendly
does. He's biting his tongue.
the best swim trunks to get wet in this summer.
Lovely.
and the text that I'm getting for is a lot of that. It's a lot of wordplay, I think, is what he's saying. And also, Andrew, I don't think you understand what a double entendre is. So
I'm off the
I'm also
clock. I'm
not
not
that
explaining
creative.
none
Just
of
remember,
that.
this
No,
is all
I would-
Eric.
I would like to know, because didn't we have a conversation last time where we couldn't figure that out?
did we?
Because I was like, dude, wasn't it like somebody else? Dude, was I on this show? Was I on another
It
show?
might have been. And ladies, he hasn't been on for a couple weeks, so it wasn't something recent.
Yeah, dude. Like,
that
wait
we've
a
been
minute.
still mulling over.
Oh my God.
What the heck is a double
That's why they got
entendre?
us here. They want us to explain double entendre.
Come on now, that'll help.
Dang.
I'll take it right now.
And we were like, okay, we got to act like we're surprised when they say they're teachers.
Right. Yeah, break that down.
Wow,
please.
teachers.
Not educators. He was teachers.
Oh my gosh, my bad.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Teachers, you know, educators. Bro. They out here educating.
I feel horrible now.
You're okay, bro.
But you know, we've been chopping up, having a good old time. Is there anything you guys want to promote and say one more time? I mean, we got 20 minutes before we have to get out of here. But for some of the listeners,
Anything?
Just follow, I
Yeah.
guess. Everything's on there.
yeah, I hear you.
I'm very blessed to say I have a very long list of features and things I'm going to be on. So
Yeah.
just follow that and
Keep up with the wave.
keep up with
That's
us. Yeah,
right.
keep up with us. We're doing a lot of really good stuff.
Okay, Erica, what about yourself?
We have a lot of publishing coming up this summer, several different authors, so you can follow us as well. But I do want to shout out to my students that publish their own work, because,
nice.
I don't know if you realize, but it's like 0.03 of people who actually publish their books. And these kids did it. And it wasn't extra credit. It wasn't for points. They did it outside of their regular regimen.
Nice.
And, these weren't all like A students or anything like that. I had one that was struggling to graduate, but he wrote his book.
Let's go.
And so I just want to mention their names. We have Brianna Troncoso and Jacob Belloso. They wrote a He Said, She Said book.
Ooh, what they say.
I have to read it.
What they say.
I have to read it to find out.
I know her.
It was very powerful, two different perspectives of high school. We have Lilian Morales. His book is called Ruins of Trauma and deals with, the vulnerability of growing up in dysfunction. And about 3 of my books have trigger warnings. Then we have Lola Fernandez, Teenage Illness. That's how her book is all black with just white letters, teenage illness. And, it deals with all kinds of issues, drug addiction, heartbreak, family issues. She has a really powerful poem that talks about, I don't fit anywhere. I'm too white for the Mexicans and I'm too dark for the white people. And it's just, so powerful, her voice. And then we have Jacqueline Galvan, who wrote a little tiny book of affirmations. Like what 17-year-old knows affirmations?
Nice.
She does.
She does.
She does.
And it's just so powerful. We have my student who's only been in this country for a year and a half, and she wrote a book in Spanish of poems.
Let's go.
And
Ooh, I would like that.
Beautiful.
yeah, and so it was just so. And then we had another student who did a photography book. And so, and then was my first color book in color.
Nice.
And so I just want to give a shout out to those students because, you know, their life has changed just by publishing this book.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
That's
Great
beautiful.
work.
That's beautiful. Real talk.
Yeah.
Nice, yo.
Eric, I think we should have them on the show. I think that'd be really cool. You know, have
Yes,
them
we'd love
read
to.
some
We'd
of
love
their-
to have them. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, have them
Talk
read
about
some
their
of their
book,
work.
read something out of it.
I wonder where they got inspired to get their books published from. I wonder if it was the legend that's sitting in front of us right now. I mean, I can only imagine how like inspired they feel having a teacher like you. Like I said, misfits already. That's pretty. Teacher of the Year award for that. but to inspire all of these people to to maybe this is their career, to find their passion, something that they can actually express themselves with, and that's beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you guys, when you guys were in elementary school, your guys' school had the, you guys can publish your own, like you guys print out your own hard copy book. And it was like, it was really cool. It was elementary school, and it was basically like, write one thing that you like, and like, oh, what's your favorite, family experience, or what's your favorite trip, and this. So you kind of just like 5-6 pages without knowing that you're actually like writing a book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and because you're just answering
cool.
prompts,
That's
and
cool.
then a couple weeks later, our teachers come in with a bunch of hard copy books that I still have to this day.
Wow.
and my
that's cool.
and my daughter thinks that I'm an author.
You are. You got a book.
Yep.
Yeah, and with me on the cover it must have been the 4th grade. I'm just like in front of the playground, and I have this is for some of the skater heads. I got a City Stars sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh.
And one of those, and to timestamp it, one of those little metal necklaces, the metal ball necklaces.
Yeah, I know. The one-
Yeah, I had one of those that would pinch my hair in the back all the time.
Yeah.
So I was
Wore it every day.
But you gotta look good.
yeah, I was just repping it hard, dude. And my dad's like, "What is this dork?" And I'm like, "That's me."
It's funny that you mentioned elementary because I recently got in touch with my 1st grade teacher.
Oh, awesome.
And she really inspired me to keep writing. My mom was like, just write, like journal. And then my brother was like, whatever, and playing video games. But I stuck with it. And my 1st grade teacher really was like, nurture it. And now
Yeah.
she's going to be going to my book release in a
Oh
month.
my goodness.
Yeah,
How
she's going to
awesome
be
is
going.
that?
So it's pretty rad. So
cool.
I'm blessed that Erica saw what I got going on with my book. Euthanasia is the title. We were talking about mental health a little bit. And so that's kind of what
I'm
my
sorry.
book's
Did you say
about.
the youth of Asia?
Euthanasia.
No, I know.
Right about that. My research days are done. I'm good. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see like the full circle kind of moment and like
Yeah.
seeing the way that, you become that person all of a sudden. It like happens overnight, it feels like. So it's pretty cool. And I'm excited to see my 1st grade teacher.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
So
it's so
cool.
awesome. My high school counselor kept telling my mom I wouldn't graduate high school.
I got that too. I got the kindergarten TA told my mom that I had severe ADHD and I would be lucky if I even
Whoa.
got through sophomore year of high school, and I have 8 college degrees. So don't let anyone tell you what to do.
Yeah. How sick does your swag have to be? How old were you? You said what grade?
Kindergarten.
How sick does your swag have to be
To bully a kindergartner?
Yeah,
Well, she got fired, so
Because
Good.
that sounds like it. How can you ever
Whatever.
put like a restrictions or limitations on
Right.
a child?
A kindergartner.
yeah,
On a
I'm a
kindergartner.
kindergartner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I don't want to just sit all day.
Stack Legos.
Yeah.
Right. Why are you running around? Weirdo.
Yeah, right.
My teachers were telling me you could write a book, nerd.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Word.
Horrible.
One of my pages is going to be like, what's your favorite song? And then I'm going to say the Godzilla song, which actually is Kashmir by Led Zeppelin,
Yep.
because it plays at the end of
That's
Godzilla 2001. I was like, that's not that? Oh.
Not that.
That's funny.
Whoops.
Love it.
Sorry, Andrew, you had to find out about that somehow.
I do want to say one thing, a year ago, I started my business a year ago, and I mean, it was hard and there was just so many things that were in the way, but you can't give up. In 1 year, if you do the work, your whole life can change in a year. And I published one book in March last year, and now we're going on like 16, 17 books.
Let's
go.
go.
And that's not it. And
Let's
that's not
go.
including the books I published through the school.
Right.
Because I published 8 books this year through the school.
Oh,
So I'm just saying through my business,
Yeah.
I've done 16, and it's because we have to be the voice for others.
Yes.
Right.
So I do want to mention, if there's anybody out there who's a writer and wants to submit a manuscript, you can email it to daxonpublishing@gmail.com. I'm always reading people's manuscripts because I think everybody's work has an audience, and I'm always trying to help people.
You know what? I'll submit mine.
Yeah.
You should. Join the family.
Let's see.
Get it in the Daxon Publishing family.
I'll submit mine. I'm working on a love book right
Oh,
now.
I love that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working on a love book. Yeah.
What are their names?
Nah, y'all don't get
Is
to
it
know.
UV and Eric?
Nah, you don't get to know. You don't.
It's
Oh
all
my
love.
gosh.
All love.
Love
You
it.
don't get to know. Nah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Congratulations on all of the book. And you said it just been a year or so. Oh man. And so, what inspired you to want to start publishing books? Like you said, it's any business venture can be, kind of scary looking at what what you're gonna have to invest into it, and even just popping up and stuff. But you nonstop, we see, because we follow Peter, and I believe I've followed you since you stopped by for Rob Porter's show. And stay consistent, just grinding, always staying active at events. Like, what inspired you? You always wanted to get into publishing?
No, actually, if you had told me that I would be a publisher, I'd be, you're crazy. But what happened to me is that I got, I wrote my first book, and they put me in front of this person who could publish it, and they wanted to charge me $5,000, and I was in the middle of the pandemic. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the year after, I wrote another book through this other organization called Community Lit Initiative.
Woo, woo.
And after that, they put you in front of presses. Well, my book didn't get picked up. So, that was 2. I was rejected twice. So then the following year, my friend and I, her book didn't get picked up either. We went to the New York Poetry Festival, and we're there, and we're just like, God, our books didn't get picked up, And so then I said, you know what? Especially more for her, because she got a full scholarship to Stanford, and she was going to be leaving, and we needed to publish this book. I said, you know what? I'm going to learn. And so I took a class at the community college, and I was mentored. The teacher was Matthew Mejia, who was the owner of Nervous Ghost Press, and he mentored me, and I learned.
Oh, cool.
Hey, UV, remember when at the top of the show when you asked what punk rock is?
Yeah.
That.
It is that.
That's
Very
punk
true.
rock.
Nice.
Yeah, if people
Let's
don't give you
get it.
opportunities, you make it yourself.
You make it
You
happen.
have to make it happen. Yeah.
DIY till I die.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, Erica, you're inspiring me. Probably
I'm
this
inspired.
creep on the line. Yeah. So he said,
I'm inspired. No.
Oh my gosh.
and I'm sure UV and all of the listeners
Always.
too. It's so awesome to hear about all the awesome stuff that you guys
hear
are doing.
those good stories of growth. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric, I was going to ask, so can you
Ma-
purchase your students' books off of your website, like off of Daxon Publishing?
Yeah, the problem is that the kids are underage. You can email me, and we can work it out. It's just that their books are not going to be online because they're underage, and so I had to publish them through the school. So we have this thing called Sure High School Publishing. It's completely separate from my business. So yeah, the books, you can email me. I can send you what we have, and then I can, we can figure out a way to send you the book. But yeah, no, they're not going to be online because the kids are underage.
Right. We'll make sure to have all the links for everyone to contact you guys
Yeah.
in the bios on the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all of that.
Hey.
I want to know
Yeah,
how.
thank
I wanna
you.
see
Of
if
course,
I
of
get
course.
some of my journals in there with your students. That's one of the things that I do with the mental health advocacy. Is I've created journals for boys and men, and as one of your students has the book of affirmations. One of the journals that I've created for the boys, I call it the motivational corner. So at the bottom, instead of there being a page number, there's an affirmation that they can tell themselves as
so
they're
necessary.
flipping
That's
through,
amazing.
right? And then on top of it, thank you. On top of it, the cover says "loving myself absolutely."
That's so necessary.
Good.
Right, so then while they're in class and they're going through or whatnot, they can be taking their notes with this journal that's designed for boys and men, right? So I would definitely love to see about getting these journals in there with your students. And all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, The boys who wrote the books were so brave because their vulnerability was just, and, they had so much courage to say, yes, I've suffered with suicide ideation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've suffered with being put down, insecurities. It takes a lot of courage to do that as a high school student.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
As an adult, it's tough.
Yeah, facts.
Oh my gosh, I went through it right in this one. I was like, I'm fine. I was at some
Right.
point not okay.
when I read
But, you know.
Jacqueline's book, I'm like, how did she get this at
Right.
17? I wish I had this as an adult.
Right. And see, the thing
True.
with me is I do it through music,
Mm.
right? And that's where
You make music?
a little bit.
Why'd you let some of the listeners know where they can find you and about some of the drops before we have to get out of here? We got about 7 minutes
you got a
before,
couple
guys.
minutes.
Oh,
As a matter of
jeez.
fact, yeah, you can find me. The name is Ulysses. You spell it ULYSSES, UV Light, but light is spelled LGHT because the UV is the I for light. You can find me on Instagram,
Cool.
Facebook, and all of that. You look up Ulysses Valor on YouTube, I naturally pop up. You type in Ulysses Valor on Google, I'll pop up. Have a new video coming out this Saturday, as a matter of fact, which is called
Saturday's drop.
Yeah.
Let's go.
which is called Rap Rock Phoenix. It is a nice mixture of some hip hop and some rock. On my Instagram right now, you'll see a couple of clips that I put up, giving people a little.
Those clips are
teaser of what's
fire, by the
happening.
way, brother.
Good
Who
looking,
shot that?
Brody.
Shout that.
Yeah, shout out to my man Mooney.
Shout out
Media.
Mooney. Yeah, that's a
Mooney
fire.
Media, yo, good looking, my G. He came
course,
through, dude.
yeah.
We went down and we had a blast, yo. So Mooney Media, Ulysses UV Light, man. Ulysses Valor on YouTube. Ulysses Valor on anything you stream music on.
Nice.
Right, so Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Deezer, Heart Radio, Pandora. It doesn't matter. You type in Ulysses Valor, you'll see the UV logo. I pop up.
Nice.
Do you guys self a favor? Make sure to check out some dope tunes. Do it.
Some dope
Hey.
Shaka, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, Ace Ventura?
Wow. Wow. We're going far.
I know what we're leaving the show on.
Listen, bro, I was on my Ace kick, man, a couple of days ago because that's a part of one of these songs I'm working on, and I actually threw that in there.
Chicago?
That's Chicago, bro.
Now you have to listen to it to hear it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Do you know how many of our listeners got stoked off that? I reference Ace Ventura every other episode. I feel like how many times have I started the show, Angie was saying, like, remember how sad that intro was of Ace Ventura 2 with the raccoon?
Oh my God. That's
It's
wild.
It's heartbreaking. We got about 4 minutes before we have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Erica, Jess, you guys want to plug your guys' spots one more time for some of the listeners?
Let them
Yeah,
know.
sure. You can follow me again on my literature account. That's Zapot Flores. I'll spell it again. Or my lit account is TZAPOTL, period, as in the punctuation, LIT. I also want to mention that I just signed a contract not too long ago for an anthology about engendering Central American women testimonials through the University of Arizona Press. And I was accepted into another anthology for indigenous people with autism. So you'll be seeing my work.
I
You
need to
can
connect you with a
see
few people,
Ill Anthology through the Lopez Urban Farm. They just published their very first volume. I was featured in that. And I got a couple other surprises that are coming down the pipeline. So
Oh, cool.
I'm not going to announce them here. You're
Nope,
just going to
don't
have to
do it.
follow me
Yeah.
and hear me read and come on out. And I'm really excited. I got a lot of really good stuff and excited to meet you all and read some of my good work.
Oh, man, now I
Nice,
have to
yeah.
follow her on Instagram.
Hey.
Yeah.
You want that
Follow.
book? And my book, just to plug it, has a playlist at the beginning, so you
Oh,
can
nice.
follow the music that I was listening to.
Oh, that's cool.
Throughout my life.
That's
It's split
cool.
into 3 sections, and so you can listen to
Damn, that's
the
unique,
music
yo.
during that time.
No, high
yeah.
five on that. All
Hey,
day.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Can you
I-
say
yeah,
one
that's
band
unique, yeah.
that was, yeah, that is really
Oh
awesome.
man,
Yeah,
I mean, I have. Oh, in the middle is like the worst time of my life. So
In the Middle by Jimmy Eat World?
No, No, in the middle of my book, it's all
This
just
feels
like
a human
angsty
jukebox.
stuff.
You just say anything.
Hey.
Song for it, yo.
That's right. But
cool.
yeah, please feel free to come on out. I'm excited. And yeah,
That's
Erica, you got
super
anything?
unique, yo.
We always have something going on.
Always cooking. Let's
Yes.
go.
So, again, you can follow me at Daxon Publishing. We have a bunch of features coming up, a bunch of book releases this summer. And then Erica Lopez 74, I'm on both. And yeah, if you want to have access to those student books, you can email me at daxonpublishing@gmail.com, and I will do whatever I can, especially if you have a teenage girl out there.
Yes.
Teenage daughter, she needs the book, What I Need to Hear, which is the affirmation book that my student wrote.
Yes.
So thank you guys.
Any teenage girls, nieces, or anything like that,
Yeah.
holler out. You
In
know what I mean?
Espanol, huh?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. The journals I created for boys and men are also in Espanol as well.
Oh, how beautiful.
Andrew, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
No, I just want to say thank you guys to both, or just to all three of you. Actually, just always coming on the show, just being open about what you guys are doing. Thank you guys for being educators, supporting students, and just always trying to better other people and give your time. Like I said, it's a real shout out to all of you guys, and you guys get to celebrate now the graduations. You get to see everybody walk and cross, and then you get to also enjoy your summers.
Yeah,
And,
right.
But you guys are still publishing, so and then I really appreciate it. I love all the guests that we have on here. It inspires me. It makes me just feel a part of the community, and just really love to hear what everyone else is doing. And
Thank you.
me just being 28, I want to do more. I really see
Let's
what you
go.
can do and what the power is when you really put your heart into something.
And
So thank you
condolences
guys
about
so
your
much.
condo, but thank you so
I
much.
know. I'll get back to it.
Hey, we got a Zoom condo coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, do you want to, since you have the platform, do you want to apologize to PETA right now or no? About that video you posted?
Uh-oh.
Anyways.
At the last second.
TMI, you have 2 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go.
I have no idea what he's talking
My
about.
bad. Yes, but Andrew, honestly, I love the idea of what you said of having some of these kids who published a book recently. If we can get that going, we'd love to have that, or even just to feature some of their work here would be awesome. All right, so Daxon Publishing and Jess.
Yeah.
Saravia.
Said, yes.
Almost.
Almost.
You had the intention was there. Yes.
Thank you.
I'll say it. Jess Saravia.
My dogs.
Hey.
My dogs. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking time to be part of the show.
Thank you.
Listeners, as always, thank you. We couldn't do it without you. You guys are the best. Don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button. Andrew, where's it at this time?
I think it's up here. Right
There
here.
it is. There it is. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. You take it easy. Bye.
See you guys.
Love you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
NBC News on KCAA Loma Linda, sponsored by Teamsters Local 1932, protecting the future of working families.